Hey, shalom, shalom, all praises, honor, glory goes to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha, Quadash. Double honors to the apostles, elder bishops, the great millstone, peace and blessings to you fellow brothers, pushing out this word in truth and in sincerity, Chanak, coming back with another lesson through the spirit and power, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha, Quadash. Another one. Okay, what is that? DJ Khaled, another one. All right, another. This is from the hill. Okay, this is from the hill. And if I didn't say, double honors to the apostles, peace and blessings, to the hopeful elect, shalom to all the believers out there. Okay, but another one, thehill.com, another bank collapse sparks calls for reform. And it's always about, let's look at this word reform, because things are reforming or changing. To improve by alteration, correction of error, or removal of defects. In this case, it's the brick and mortar currency and the banking system is broken. That's why all these banks are failing. This is the narrative that they're pushing. The powers to be, that the banking system is broken. It doesn't work. We need a new system. That's why you have something called what? The Fed Now. Okay. It's a program. Okay. It's a program pretty much to look at that. Just type in Fed Now. This is Yahoo News. Will Fed Now replace cash? Okay. What will Charlotte banks do? Because you have, see, it all makes sense, right? The banks are collapsing. Okay. Here, I got a couple articles on that. The banks are collapsing while they're bringing in a new system. They're reforming. Okay. Another bank collapse sparks call for reform, right? There's another big bank that just collapsed. Well, actually two of them. The big story, another bank collapse sparks call for reform. And this is how they always do it. Okay. They problem, action, solution. There's the problem. The banks are failing. All right. And then they set the action plan. All right. Okay. We need CBDCs. We need digital money. And then they bring in the solution. Okay. The Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, FDIC, is calling for overhauls to bank deposit insurance following yet another bank failure on Monday. So today's Tuesday. All right. May the 2nd. All right, so May 1st, was that a May? You got May Day, right? Was May Day? Let's type that in, see if anything comes up. May Day, meaning. Yeah, there's really a conspiracy behind it, or I shouldn't use that word I'm not going to really look into it, but pretty much there's significant on the left-hand side. There's significant meaning, because they deal with numerology and astrology on, the 1st of May. Okay. And what do you have on the 1st of May? You had First Republic Bank collapse. Okay. So there's a panic. Let's finish this. It says the report signals that regulators are concerned about panic in the banking system, and they're going to blame it on the people withdrawing money from the bank runs, but we're not ignorant of Satan devices, meaning we very well know this is bringing in the digital currency. This gives excuse to the digital currency. Okay, these banks are being dissolved. Okay, and bigger banks are pretty much eating these smaller banks up. So power is being condensed even more. So you're only going to have a few options. First Republic Bank, which had 230 billion in assets as of last month, on Monday became the second largest U.S. bank to collapse. And this is all happening right under the nose of the American people. Okay, few people see it. Only really those that are into into finance, that are into, finance or prepping or understanding the collapse, understanding government, while, everybody else, they're just going on, especially the Israelites, the wicked of our people, they're just going on in the earth, not really, understanding what, what the hell is going on. I want to bring out a scripture. Where's it? Yep. Jeremiah 4:22. For my people is foolish, they have not known me, they are sottish children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge. So here it is. You have these banks, these banking collapses happening, right under the nose of the American people, but mainly under you Jakes, you Israelites, because this is the time in which Jacob's trouble is going to be manifested. Because the little money that you have in a bank, you're not going to be prepared. You're not going to be able to break away from the system. You're going to have to use a digital currency. Okay, you're going to have to get on Esau's programs, because he's going, when he fully crashes all the system, he's going to set up a system of welfare. Okay, he's going to give universal basic income, but it's all going to be digital. All right, so this is the second largest bank to collapse. Okay, this is the biggest banking collapse ever. Okay, the FDIC seized control of San Francisco-based lender and orchestrated a sale to J.P. Morgan. Okay, so there you go. J.P. Morgan, which I believe they're the biggest bank. Okay, big bank take little bank. 3 of the 4 largest bank failures in U.S. history occurred in the last 2 months. Wouldn't that be raising some red flags? Okay, wouldn't you, be concerned after Silicon Valley Bank and Signature Bank went under? So there you go. It says in all 3 cases, the FDIC chose to protect all deposits above the $250,000 insurance limit, using emergency authority to boost confidence in the financial system and quell future bank runs. Right, because if they didn't actually do that, which this is more of a power grab actually by the FDIC, which is owned by the government. Okay, this is more of a power grab because now they can, tell you what you have to do, what you can do, what you can't do with your money, since they're going to guarantee all your money. Okay, all the deposits. Okay, how can they do that? The FDIC only can guarantee $250,000 in insurance. So you have people with over $250,000 in their bank account. So they had to do this in order to stop more bank runs, because everybody would just go to the bank and take out their money, but there is no money. Everything's digital. But this is sparking reform, right? We need to change the system. Let's go another. I just got a couple of articles. Global banking crisis. This is a global banking crisis because you also have banks like Deutsche Bank, Credit Suisse, okay, out there in Germany, out there in Switzerland that have went under, and I wouldn't be surprised if more banks went under in Europe. What just happened? See that? So you can read all these things on your own. All you have to do is Google these things. This is from thestreet.com. 2 U.S. bank collapse in 48 hours. Which one's next? There you go. See, which one is next? And meanwhile, okay, gold and silver are up. Gold is up 2,000. Silver jumped up to 25, and it's jumping up further. Okay, gold was hovering around 18, 19. Okay, within the last few months of this year, the last 2 months really, since this these bank collapses happened. Okay, gold and silver have went up, and they're going to go up even more because more people are taking their money out of digital currencies, which is nothing other than the Federal Reserve note, and they're putting it into physical gold and silver or cryptocurrencies, because you had cryptocurrencies, right? Bitcoin Ethereum, Litecoin, coins like that, they were all tanking. But now, okay, well, oh, that's the spirit. It says Silvergate served the cryptocurrency industry, okay, which was, people, had to deal with, silver coins, silver-backed securities. Okay, but you had cryptocurrencies, they're going up as well. Okay, because everybody's taking their money out of these physical currencies and putting it into digital currencies or hard assets, gold and silver, real money. After 2 historic U.S. bank failures, here's what comes next. This is from usnews.com. Let's just read a little bit, see what they're saying here. 2 large banks that cater to the tech industry have collapsed after a bank run. See, they're blaming it on a bank run. Come on, man. See, this system is not, it's broken. It doesn't work. The people can, orchestrate a bank run and collapse the bank. No, that has nothing to do with a bank run. All right. It's because the fiat currency is crashing. And furthermore, the banksters, they're actually crashing the system to bring in a digital system of control, which ultimately they're gonna tell you need to put a subdermal device inside your skin, under your skin or in your brain, and that's going to have all your digital records, okay, your medical records, your passport, as well as all your finances. Okay, it's gonna have your wallet on it. Okay, just like you can have a crypto wallet on a USB drive, it's going to be the same. It's going to be the same thing. Okay, government agencies are taking emergency measures to backstop the financial system, and President Joe Biden is reassuring Americans that the money they have in the bank is safe. Okay, they probably ain't really speaking about nothing. I want to see if they're not going to tell on themselves, or maybe they might tell on themselves, about the CBDC. See, this is why we need CBDCs. But let me get a scripture. Let me get another scripture. All right, this thing is going down. All right. Ecclesiastes 12:3. In the day when the keepers of the let me start at 1. Remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not. And the evil days are approaching us. Okay. I mean, there's a lot of evil going on in the earth already. All right. People, turning against each other, people fighting against each other, so on and so forth. But we're not in the actual evil time, the evil days, a period of time where it's going to just be all out chaos. And these bank collapses is going to spark that, because you're going to have people that are going to lose everything. They're going to, they're going to lose their financial freedom, because if everything goes digital, you can't withdraw digital money. You can't take money and stash it somewhere and make sure that, nobody gets it. You have no autonomy. You have no possessions. This right here. This is going to be major. There's going to be major uprisings. Major uprisings. But see, you people, hey, it's all set up by the Heavenly Father. But hey, we can see it, man. So this is going to be a big part of the evil day, okay, is when these bank collapse, when the whole financial system is collapsed, okay, where they say, hey, look, we got to bring in a new system, but they're going to do it. They're not going to just bring it in side by side. They're going to cause chaos. They're going to cause uncertainty, and this is what they're doing, okay. Nor the years draw nigh when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. Yeah, so you ultimately, as the scriptures say, seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Okay, Yahweh Shema Shai, as of right now, he's still able to be found through the understanding of, the prophet speaking the true words. Okay, we're warning. This is the main thing we're doing. We're giving warning, okay, to our people. Isaiah 58:1. Let me just bring that out. Okay, you guys talk about the same thing. Yeah, we're talking about the same thing because we have to get it inside your mind. We got to beat it inside your mind. Okay, because repetition is a form of mind control. Okay, and Esau Edom, he knows that. That's why he says, hey, look, if we just play it on the TV through, multiple platforms, the same narrative, eventually the people are going to believe it. So we have to, as one accord, we have to continue to say, bring the truth out. Okay. And it's redundant at times. All right. But that's how you learn through repetition. Isaiah 58:1, cry aloud, spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet. And this is what we're doing. We're crying aloud. We're not sparing nobody, nobody's feelings, nobody, what they feel in their heart, their narrative, their, we don't care about your platform. We don't care about how much money you got. All that shit's getting ready to be taken away. Okay. The government came in and seized the banks. All right. And then, JP Morgan went ahead and bought out First Republic. SVB, okay, Silicon Valley Bank, okay, and then that other bank. So 2 of the largest U.S. bank collapses just happened within the last 2 months. Okay, you got one on May Day. Okay, and these are high holy days of the satanic elite. All right, like I said, they deal in numerology, they deal in astrology, they deal with numbers. Okay, sacrifices. All right, so this is a controlled demolition of the American economy. And how are they going to hit you the hardest? Is through finances. And show my people their transgression and the house of Jacob their sin. So we're crying, we're blowing the trumpet of war. The scriptures say, shall evil be done in the city, and the Most High has not done it. Okay? So you got to remember the Most High in your youth. Okay, meaning why you still, what's going to go into why you still have your wits about you. Okay, while the sun or the light or the moon or the star, which represents knowledge, wisdom, understanding on a more of an esoteric level, but also this represents before it gets dark. Dark times come over the earth. Okay, before Yahweh Shai. As Yahweh Shai is synonymous with the sun being darkened, the moon not giving it light, the stars not giving it light. Okay, while the word is still readily available, while you're able to get online, while you're able to buy a Bible, get online and go to the Blue Letter, go through Bible Gateway, watch the videos from the brothers, the apostles, the elders, the bishops. While the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. So you got to get it before the evil day actually comes. Because when the evil day comes, it's going to come upon you. And if you're not ready, okay, that is really at this point is your fault, because the word has been going out ad nauseum. It's been going out at unprecedented levels every day, constantly. Okay, through multiple brothers. You don't like this video? There's another video. Brother gonna pretty much say the same thing. Okay, he's gonna be going into prophecy. And this all ties into prophecy. The last prophecy, pretty much the last prophecy before we know Yahweh Shai is gonna come back very soon. I mean, it can be a couple of months right after this man he actually implements. Okay, this RFID microchip. This is all going into the RFID microchip. He's going to offer it to you, but he's going to cause a lot of hell in the earth before that. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble. Okay, and the keepers. I looked this word up. What is that word again? Shamar, keepers. Put that word right there, Shamar. Yep, Shamar. Right? Or Samar. No, Shamar. And it says to keep, guard, observe, give heed. Okay, to watch. So basically you have, like the house, right? The house is America. Right? The scriptures say, Yahweh Shai said it, if the house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. Even within your personal house, your abode, whether it's an apartment or whatever, it's still considered a house. There's certain chores that need to be kept up for the upkeeping of the house. There's certain errands that have to be ran. You got to go to the grocery store, got to do this, got, certain repairs that have to be done, balancing your books, make sure you're paying the bills on time, pretty much watching after the house so the house um, doesn't doesn't fall. Okay. Making sure that it's protected, making sure the doors are locked. So there's certain things that a house needs. Okay. Certain positions that the wife does, certain positions that the man does, for the upkeeping of the house, the children. In this case, America, you have the same thing. You have politicians, you have, city workers, you have federal workers, you have economists, you have people that make sure people are getting paid on time. You have make sure that the government is paying their bills. The military, make sure the threat of outside nations don't come in and disturb the peace of the country. Okay, but mainly speaking about the people who watch after the money, the finances. Okay, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, they're going to tremble because that day of evil is going to come upon everybody. When that big cyber attack happens, you have the cyber pandemic, in which majority of the devices that are on the network are going to get bricked. You can the W to the E to the F. You could probably still search it. Just type in the WEF cyber pandemic. They got a whole white paper on it, a whole thread dedicated to that. And they're said that, me and the elder brother, we did a lesson on it, maybe, in 2020, if I'm not mistaken. They said that it's going to make, the whole, cough thing going to look like a walk in a park, because everything is, everything is connected digitally. Okay. The number of, the amount of money on the screen on the bank account, that's all digital. So if they crash that, okay, well, they're going to bring in a new system. That's what we're saying. And that's going to lead to the MOTB. Okay. And it is at our doors. Here it is. You just had after two historical U.S. bank failures, here what comes next. This just happened within the last 2 months. Two big bank failures. And the majority of these banks are banks that tech industry, all right, have their money in. And everything is ruled by tech, so it's more of a power grab. Okay, it's even a bigger power grab now. These bigger banks, J.P. Morgan, Chase, okay, they're absorbing all these other banks. Okay, so pretty much everybody has to play to the tune of the banksters, the elites that rule through many subsidiaries, okay, through different chains of command. They don't just come out and say, hey, look, I'm the bankster. I really run everything. No, they got puppets. Okay, they got politicians. They got, people in government, all right, that are their patsies, all right, that are writing the laws. They write it, they just pass it down. Or implement this. Okay, we're going to do this. We're going to do that. Okay. And the grinders cease because they are few. All right. There's going to be no jobs. And you can't say that can't happen. We're actually going through a crisis right now in which there's big layoffs, especially in tech. Meanwhile, while banks are crashing, that's holding all the tech's money too. So pretty much everything is connected. Okay. If you have eyes to see, okay, which most people don't, they're in gross darkness. Isaiah 61. Okay. Isaiah 60:1. And those that look out of the windows be darkened. Right. The window is, the future. But it's going to be darkened because it's going to be CBDC. It's going to be a crash. All the technology is going to be dropped for a period of time before it comes back online. It's going to come back online, but it's going to come back with limitations, with stipulations. Okay. They're going to be bringing in them 15-minute cities. People are going to be screaming for more protection, more oversight, because crime is going to just be rampant. Okay, these major cities is going to just get out of hand. All right, the drugs, they going to stop coming in, and these zombies, they going to be looking for the next hit. Okay, and the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sounding of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird and the daughters of music shall be brought low. Right, because who wants to hear music during a time of sorrow, right? Not like so much of like a breakup, but this is going to be extreme distress. Music is really made for mirth. Let's get Isaiah 24. Okay, music is made for mirth. You know, music, wine, music, strong drink. You know, the women, they shaking their ass. You know, the men get up on the woman. You got the entertainer. Okay, you got, you know, the drinks. You got the food. Okay, that's what music is made for. But in this time, hey, all these entertainers, they not gonna be making no bags. They ain't gonna be making no money. Just like the whole cough situation. Okay, 2 years ago, you had these entertainers bugging out because they couldn't go on concerts. Okay, and you had some of them that was, you know, doing live, you know, doing, you know, Instagram live or whatever, TikTok live to try to stay relevant. You know, Matt, you know, people start getting into podcasting. So that music spirit, which is a heavy spirit in America, there's always a new song. There's always, you know, in search for the new artist, you know, the best music video, all right, the best rapper, the best singer, the best, you know, this and that. Okay. Isaiah 24 and 4. The earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. Yeah, this is going to be a time of languishing, which means to grow weak, to droop. Okay, that word there should be a mall, but I want to look this up in just a regular dictionary. Yeah, to become weak or feeble, lose strength or vigor. Okay, to exist or continue in miserable or disheartening condition. Right, because all your money gonna be gone. When we read in Ecclesiastes, the 12th chapter, that when you look out of the window, it's gonna be darkened. There's gonna be no hope. All right, you're gonna be in a real life prison planet. They're gonna have you locked down. Okay, people are gonna be getting carted to detention centers. All right, you're gonna have the National Guard. You have military forces. Maybe even have UN forces. You know, foreign troops on the soils of America to try to establish some type of, some type of order, because it's gonna get out of hand. All right, supply chains gonna be broken down. You're not gonna be able to get your turkey. You're not gonna be able to, mainly so your bacon. You're not gonna be able to get your bacon. Okay, you're not gonna get that turkey for Thanksgiving. You niggas like soda. Soda that you ain't gonna be able to have no soda. You like bread. There ain't gonna be no more bread. Okay, there ain't gonna be no more imports of these different goods. Okay, you like get on Amazon and, you know, Amazon fulfilling your order the same day or in the next day. That's gonna be done away with. So you're gonna grow weak. You're gonna be in a miserable state. Okay, this is the time of Jacob's trouble, the hour of temptation. Okay, and it's gonna happen quick too. It's gonna come upon everybody as a thief in the night. Okay, it was that 1 Thessalonians, the 5th chapter, because these things are happening. These bank crashes. See this? These bank crashes are literally happening. This is a signal that the system, something's wrong with the system. This thing is about to collapse. Okay, but nobody. Hey, we're sounding alarm. Yeah, it's going to collapse, but it's bigger than just the collapse. What's like? This article says, what's next? Here's what comes next. We know what comes next. Okay, the CBDC, and through the CBDC, now that you have everything digital. Okay, because all these global economies, they're going to be doing the same thing. It's all coming onto us. So you know this thing is going to be worldwide. It was another article. Yeah, global banking crisis, not just in America, because mind you, all these banks are interconnected. Okay, all these banks are interconnected. They trade with each other. They send money to each other. Okay, it's really like one big system. Or one big network. If you know anything about computer networking, okay, it's all one big network where they network with each other, okay. So this you know the collapse is going to be global, as they're saying here in CNN Business, okay, CNN.com. Mark Thompson. Okay, he wrote it. This was yesterday. Okay, so the insiders, they know what's coming, and they're positioning themselves. Okay, buying hard assets, buying, but none of those things are going to save them ultimately. You got on a lower level, you got people prepping. Even the celebrities are prepping, buying bunkers. Okay, the earth is also defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. Okay, so all these things are happening because of what? Because of the sin of the people, because of the wickedness of the people, because of the transgressions, because of the breaking of the ordinances. Oh, meanwhile, what this is happening, they pushing a heavy trans agenda upon the earth, especially upon the children. They're trying to decriminalize, demystify, pedophilia. They used to call it minor attracted persons. Now they're calling it youth attracted persons. Okay. Therefore has the curse devoured the earth, which that curse is speaking about what? The nuclear missiles. Okay. All right. But before the nuclear missiles come, you people are going to be in a cursed state. You're going to be in a miserable state. You're going to be in a languishing state, which the elder Yashawamba, he did a video maybe a year, 2 years ago about there's a new medical term called languishing. Okay, which Isaiah is one of my favorite chapters. Languishing is more than just, it's not like a depression. It's a depression. It's not much like an anxiety. It's different. It's on a more extreme level. They call it languishing. A new classification that these psychiatrists are, labeling people. And they doping these people up with all type of drugs. That's why, hey, you gotta, really watch yourself when you go out amongst these people. I had a white woman with her kids. They almost pulled out in front of me, like literally pulled out in front of me. And the woman, it was like an Elamite woman that was at the bus stop. She was looking like, damn, like, I guess she didn't even look. People cutting you off. They raging. They own, like I said, they own all type of drugs, and more important, they own philosophy. Okay, they got demons. Just they are the demon. Okay, therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left. The new wine mourneth, the vine languisheth, all the merry heart do sigh. This is the time. This is the days of evil. Okay, because America was a symbol of, merry heartness. Pleasure. You could, work hard through the week, and then you could go out on Saturday, go out Friday night, go to a little day club Sunday, go to a little lounge. Okay, go dancing, go do this, go that. If you have some money, you can enjoy, you can enjoy yourself. The mirth of tabrets ceaseth, the noise of them that rejoiceth endeth. The joy of the harp ceaseth. This is speaking about the land of America. But also around the world, it's going to be a great mourning too. Which when you go up, it says the earth mourneth. Okay, so everybody around the earth is going to mourn during this time. That's why you're going to have a sedition, upright. Look at what's going on in France, which if you're watching America media, you don't know what the hell is going on. Okay, there's an algorithm that they're feeding you, and they're feeding you with nothing but propaganda and lies. Okay, which like this collapsing, it not to me, you're not really going to hear about it, and they might touch on it for 5 seconds, but then they're going to talk about some trans rights type shit. That's why you got to go to alternative media platform. You got to really be watching. You got to be actively watching something that you might have, didn't find or, see. Another brother saw it, so it's important to stay in tune. Okay, because I didn't even hear, I heard it vaguely, but I looked into it because it just happened yesterday. I looked into it today. More information started coming out. they shall not drink wine with a song. Strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it, because their hopes, their dreams, is going to be crushed. And if they want to have any type of new normal, they're gonna have to bow down to this new system that's being set up. They're gonna have to just deal with it. They're gonna have to deal with the digital currency. All right, it's gonna be nothing that they can do. We gonna deal with the digital currency, but what's gonna stop for us is when they mandate it to be put inside your body, that subdermal device. It says the city of confusion is broken down, which is talking about America. Okay. Every house is shut up that no man may come in. There's a crying for wine in the street, which is going into the truth. All joy is, because Esau, he's going to be controlling narrative. He's going to be controlling, you have the thought police. You can't say that. He's going to defund you, or criminalize you, or he's going to deplatform you. All right, he's going to turn your microchip off. Okay, there's a crying for wine in the street. He's going to take the prophets off the streets. There's going to be no opposing opposing narratives. Okay, all joy is dark and the mirth of the land is gone. Yeah, we're coming into the time where the mirth of the land is going to be gone. All right, in this big move on the banking system, you're going to see a lot of people be humbled during this time. A lot of people getting ready to be humbled. These women getting ready to be humbled. Because when the banking crisis, we're in the banking crisis, as it really speeds up and kicks up speed, you're gonna have major people layoffs, as we're already seeing. There's crying for wine in the street, all joy is darkened, the mirth of the land is gone. I'll just read this last verse. In the city is left desolation, and the gate is smitten with destruction. Okay, I'm gonna close it there, but that's the ultimate. That's the ultimate end of Babylon the Great, is just complete and utter annihilation, destruction. So, hey, until next time, shalom to the elect.